All right, well, welcome to Joon Gardens. It's a beautiful fall day in October, nice and sunny. We haven't had a lot of rain these past few weeks, which is kind of sad, but it is a beautiful day to be out here and working. Well, it's been a lifelong journey. I had a whole life before this. My grandfather Parvis, who we called Baba Joon, he was always into planting trees, planting flowers. But growing up, I didn't really see the connection between where our food comes from and the farmers and the gardeners who grow and harvest that food. You're not gonna get as big as the grocery store, but really grateful to have these coming out as beautiful as they are. For me, this is much more than business project. It's really about learning how to live and learning how to share these gifts, and that can be something as tiny as a basil seed or some lemongrass.
That's a gourd.
Oh, that's a gourd.
This is the cucurmelon package.
Okay. I mean, anytime I've had the opportunity to visit a garden or a farm or a space that people are caretaking, it's a tremendous opportunity to connect. And I think that some of the most profound connections I've had with people have been when we're sharing in the work with the land, weeding, planting garlic, harvesting, sharing in that work together. All right, Baba Joon.
Okay,
Another day of glory.
telling me.
So the first few days of fall, Baba Joon.
Really, what date is it?
October 3rd.
Lucky that that land was available.
Yep.
We are not using it, that's for the privacy.
Well, I hope to build gardens there.
That would be so nice.
This home was a place for a lot of gatherings. A lot of family members who later came from Iran came to this home first before, getting settled down in other places. My Baba Joon and Bahije, my Mama Joon, on their wedding night in Tehran. She was a very beautiful lady. And of course there's dancing, there's a lot of food. I'm sure a lot of laughs and stories from that night. When my grandfather was 17, him and his older brother Cyrus, they got a scholarship to the US, studied at LSU, and then went to medical school. After that, went back to Iran for about a year and met my grandmother. She had been studying at the American University of Beirut in Lebanon, but she was outspoken against the Shah, or the king of Iran at the time. She got in trouble, was forced to come back to Iran. She couldn't continue her studies, she couldn't leave the country. But after she met my grandfather, they fell in love, and my grandfather was doing his medical residency in Queens, so they were living in Queens, where my dad was born, and my grandfather had the opportunity to come to Danbury, where he started his medical practice, and then they eventually moved into this home in around 1960. I visited my grandfather in the spring. For Nowruz was hard because we were in school, so he combined Nowruz and Christmas into one holiday, which he called Nowruzmas. So we invite friends and family for that and have good food. And after my grandmother died in 2007, he actually kept a Christmas tree up all year round, never took it down for 17 years. And we ended up taking it down a couple of months ago. He was struggling on and off in the last couple months of his life with this ulcer. Then he died pretty quickly, but thankfully it wasn't so painful. The last thing you want to do is see someone be suffering. So yeah, cherish those moments, and grateful that I was able to spend so much time with him. Sometimes it's overwhelming being here by myself and taking care of things, spending time in different places, indoors and outdoors, and learning how to be an adult, learning how to caretake a space. There's all these little moments of just beauty, of seeing the light come in through a certain window, just seeing the plants, both indoors and outdoors. Baba Joon would tell me every day, maintain this place, take care of this place. He said that to me, he said that to all of our family. I hope that he and my Mama Joon would be happy. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Muchas gracias por su presencia aquí. It's been so great to meet some of you over this past year. Ha sido un placer conocerles durante este año. And estoy muy emocionado para recibirles en este espacio de mis abuelos. Vamos a seguir por este lado, al otro lado de la casa, para mirar los cultivos. So it's been a learning process of understanding the land, what the land needs to sustain herself, and what we can grow, not only to sell, but also to share in family and community. Entonces, bienvenidos. Podemos pasar aquí. Es clover. No sé cómo se dice clover en español. Trébol. Estos tréboles. We planted these with seeds. Well, I may have mentioned it, I may have not, but Joon Gardens is, the name comes from Mama Joon and Baba Joon. Joon is a word in Farsi that means loved one or dear one. It's a term of endearment that we use, and trying to think about what are we doing this for, for our loved ones. So yeah, Joon Gardens is the beginning of a journey, working with foods, medicines, people, and trying to nurture and build that over time.